GBNEWS this morning with the author and academic Joanna Williams and the journalist James Bloodworth. Good to see you both this morning. Joanna, let's kick off with the Express, should we? Reminding us that the session is on the way.
I mean, this is the grim news that's dominating every paper this morning. The Express is putting it at a 15-month recession, which I think is the longest. It's saying time to batten down the hatches, which people will be doing, I'm sure, looking at where they can cut costs. I'm sure lots of people have done that anyway. I actually think it's probably a lot more serious now than just people making individual decisions, and we really need to focus on what the country as a whole is doing. I don't think just putting on an extra pair of socks this winter is really going to cut it for the amount of savings people are going to be required to have to make. But I think also what's interesting about this story on the cover of the Express is that questions are being asked now about the role of the Governor of the Bank of England, Andrew Bailey, and people are really beginning to ask, what's he been doing for the past couple of years? Is he up to the job? And what about the whole institution of the Bank of England as an independent?
Should it be taken back into Parliament, as Liz Truss is arguing? What do you reckon?
I mean, I think it's a bit early to say. I mean, there have been mixed feelings over whether the Bank of England should increase interest rates earlier or not, but I think it's hard to just call for its dismissal straight away. I think the last thing we need is more instability, which would ensue if we got rid of the head of the Bank of England right now.
But it does seem a bit odd that you've got just 9 people, 9 unelected people, essentially quite unaccountable people, making these decisions which have a major economic impact.
Experts?
Well, you say experts, I'm a little bit sceptical. I mean, they don't seem to have done that brilliant a job. They had one task, which was to keep inflation low, and they seem to have failed miserably.
Okay, it's an interesting one. I mean, I don't know what to think about making it independent or keeping it independent or not at the moment.
James, should we look at something totally different now? This is in the Mail, the deer population. So it's at its highest in 1,000 years, but not necessarily a good thing.
No, so I mean, hunters are to be allowed to shoot deer at night as numbers of deer hit 2 million. Now, Britain, we're a nation of animal lovers, so many of us, you know, when you first read this, you think, oh no, like these poor deer. But it's one of those issues which sounds cruel, but not doing anything at all, maybe even worse in terms of the long-term impact. So, you know, the deer population is at its highest level for 1,000 years. There are now so many deer that woodlands are being destroyed, and this is threatening the bird population because of a lack of habitats. And also, between 10 and 20 people every year are killed through car collisions with deer. And so, yeah, I mean, there's a lack of predator for deer because we've killed most of those off, such as lynx, bear, and wolves. So it does seem to be something where, there needs to be some kind of intervention. I mean, as long as it's done in a humane way, it seems like a sensible policy, even if it does make us a bit squeamish.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of it, but you do need proper animal husbandry going on to maintain these populations correctly. No, I'm really sorry. Don't go anywhere, because we might come back to you, but we've suddenly become very, very squeezed for time today. But Joanna and James, thank you both for now.